friends, so I wanted to share my review of the ThinkPad docking station. I just got this a couple months back because I left my corporate job. It was a fully remote job. They had given me one of these and I had to return it, but they let me keep the monitors. I realized that working in that job, I was way more efficient on 3 screens, so I knew I needed to replace this. But I'm not a tech nerd, so I wasn't sure if it would work. There's a couple different options. So I hooked up my ThinkVision monitors to this. Now, if you look at the back, there is the power input, there is the computer input. So this USB-C to USB-C hooks up to my Mac. I did need to get a special USB-C to USB-C cable that comes from Lenovo as well. A generic one did not work for me, so you might have to spring for the special Lenovo USB-C cable. And then it has these USB ports here and here. These ones are for the monitors, and then these ones are for external needs, whether it's a flash drive or this is my wireless keyboard and mouse. And then the monitor hookups are here and here. So I believe it only has 2 monitor hookups. And then in the front, you have another USB port and a USB-C port, and then a headphone or auxiliary port. One thing that I wish I had known before getting this, because there really aren't any instructions that come with this, I wish I had known what a driver was. I reached out to a friend of mine and I was like, hey, he worked at that same company. I'm like, will this work with my MacBook? And he said, yes, it should work. You just need to make sure your drivers are up to date. And I was like, ooh, what's a driver? If you Google display link driver, you're going to come to a website at the top that says DisplayLink-Synaptics. You're going to want to click on that and then select what operating system you have and then download the appropriate driver. So I clicked on Mac OS. And then there's 2 options. I picked the second option, which is Display Link Manager, Graphics Connectivity. So I downloaded that, followed the instructions after download, and it installed beautifully, and I was able to hook up my monitors and everything else seamlessly into this. It works really, really well now that I have everything up and running. So just make sure you have your drivers updated and that you have the correct USB-C to USB-C cord.